Hi, gorgeous people. It's October 2023, about a few minutes before hitting the hour of 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Philippine Standard Time. One day more to go before the barangay elections in the whole of the archipelago of the Philippines. Barangay happens to be the smallest unit of the government in the Philippines. So, election will be for barangay captain, cabeza de barangay, that's what we call it in Spanish, and mga kagawad or councilors, as well as the SK. So, happening on Monday, October 30, 2023. So, I would like to say hello, and we are saying acknowledging the donations given in kind by Roel Naman. He gave out some candles for our prayer ministry, and you are included in my prayers. No, all of you who has donated anything, no, in kind and in cash. So another one who gave me coffee and a candle. Actually, naiwanan ko yata yung candle. Hindi ko na mahanap sa plastic bag. So, thank you so much sa'yo by that area near going to Delipay, Milaor. Hindi niya po binigay yung pangalan niya. Salamat, salamat, salamat. May God bless all of you who are supporting me, even those from afar who are supporting us through prayers, no? And most especially, I will not forget this one, of course. Marami siyang binigay. I was several months already that I've been trying to look for a sponsor and a donor, of course, for curtains, no, for our prayer area. Of course, we are a victim of burning fire. Our mansion was burned, so I really don't have everything that I need. Actually, not only for the prayer area that we are using for our worship and prayer ministry, but also the place we are staying in, you know, yung mga natural na paggamit niya na, of course, you want a curtain, of course, bed sheets, na wala tayong napagbigyan ng ganon, no? So, I'm saying thank you to Team Sol. Actually, he told me that Mr. Sol told me that their FB or YouTube account. Actually, I'm sorry, I haven't really checked if it's a Facebook or a YouTube channel with the title Team Sol. So, apelido po yung Sol. Their family name is Sol. So, Team Sol. And the page actually, as indicated here, because I've asked him to put in a piece of paper, the page is actually having praises and prayers, just like with me, and our BL closet, because they're selling pre-loved items from shoes, bags, and clothings, and case links. Okay. Thank you so much, Kuya, na nagbigay sa akin last night. Marami po yung binigay niya. I wasn't actually asking for clothes any longer, but he gave me some clothes. Nasabi ko yung ibang sizes I could give away also to some. Just, I think 10 pieces yun. May t-shirt, merong dress. I hope I could use them. And a blouse. What actually I was asking for was curtain nga. What we need for the worship and prayer area. Okay, flash is disabled again to prevent the device from overheating. Ganon. So, yun. Anyway, you could still see me even without the flashlight. So again, thank you so much to Team Soul. You may check them out at the FB page and YouTube channel, Team Soul. Maraming salamat and God bless to our YouTube channels and FB pages as we serve God, no? Very generous, guys. The guy told me na, si Mr. Sol told me na wala nga silang binibentang curtains, no? So, I told him na nasunugan kami, and then I have this prayer and healing ministry. Sabi ko, whatever you could give po, no, for the ministry and for me also. Yun po yung binigay nila. And very generous po, no, na may isang plastic. Hindi ko naman kinuha lahat. Pinilian ko lang kung what I think I could use, of course, no. And then, maya yung cousin niya, actually, siya yung napagtanungan ko. Yung cousin niya went out and then had this curtains na mga, sabi niya, you want this ones? Sabi niya, although hindi siya much. Oh, it's okay. It is well appreciated. I could really use it, no? In the prayer area, palitan, mga 5 pieces or more. Meron pa yung mga maliliit. I have not yet set them up. So, anyway, thank you so much and God bless, no, sa Team Soul, pati yung cousin niyang babae. May God bless us, no. Although about 2 hours ago, I was able to watch in UNTV the declaration of our President Bongbong Marcos Jr., the preparations of us participating in the World War III. No, hindi nga naman tumitigil people of the Lord God. Example, yung China, no, yung dispute natin doon sa island and even the water areas that's supposed to be still within the jurisdiction of the Republic of the Philippines, no. Ang kukulit, no? Ang kukulit, guys. I am sorry, Chinese brothers and sisters, but it's so evident that you make a stand on the character that you've been playing in the society in every country that you're in. You are gravely very competitive and you have that objective of conquering communities, families, shows, jobs, negatively. But anyway, again, the bottom line always is that God is allowing and God knows everything. But at the same time, if what you have done in participation to a situation is really illegal and sinful, then that's something that you have to face. And the victims, they have merits, no, if they do not think of evil things to do to you. So may world war actually it's going on, diba? Israel sa Ukraine, so much damages has been done, a lot of lives were taken away, plus disappearances because of the rapture. So guys, let's wake up, no, give up those grudges, whatever we could settle with each other, forgive, most especially settle with the Lord God, no. And so what else? So that's it, guys. Ano pa ba yung dapat nating itatakil, because I want to be spontaneous right now. Okay. Since it is our election day, I just wanna comment talaga. Comment na lang din. Example, in our hacienda, no, our land is almost 99 or 100, parang 100 plus hectares, no, which I just knew in the recent years. I did not know. I even lived in that bungalow that my father constructed, no, and the last few years of before they passed away, I didn't know that we owned the whole thing. Not only us, no, our relatives, but at least the clan owns the whole thing. Actually, from across the Almeda Highway going to the Lipay. That is what I could understand that we own, even from the corner where Robinsons and across is one building also where the Department of Agriculture used to be, is part of that land, no? So we call it hacienda because it's quite vast. But if you actually compare it with the biggest hacienderos and hacienderas in the Philippines, napakaliit pa po namin. So 100 lang sa amin. But like, for example, kila Zubel di Ayala, mga 20,000 hectares. Kahuangko, malalaki talaga yung kanilang mga properties, no? So sa amin, Martires clan is just, maliit lang talaga, neneng-nene, kumbaga, kumpara. So anyway, so talking about the election, if you think you have better knowledge about these things, it's okay with me. I am open. You may put in the comment section kung ano yung inyong reaction or things that you would want me to know, and the public too, about things that I just know. No, kung I repeat that I am not a lawyer. I just had few law subjects as required sa lahat ng taking up commerce those times in my time in college. So kung meron kayong comment or mas may alam, especially if you are lawyers, then you may comment in, and please subscribe in this channel. So anyway, sa akin kasing konting pagkakaalam, how could it be? What is the logic about a vast land having a barangay? Okay, let's tackle muna. Yung technicality lang, hindi lang naman yung advantages and disadvantages. Akala ko lang, in my own opinion and understanding, if it's only one family who owns a vast area of land or one clan, so the vast land only needs an administrator and caretaker. If example, yun na nga, ranch, orchards of vegetables and fruit-bearing trees, kailangan ba na may barangay people dyan? Does it have to be managed and controlled by the government? Okay, the hacienda will be under one barangay, isn't it? Like in our case, with almost more than 100 hectares. Ang nakikita ko 99 hectares yata. Tapos meron pa akong nakikitang 101. Pero yung map kasing nakita ko way back then, na lumang-luma na, 100 hectares. Parang may kinaltas na, parang 99. Basta somewhere in that, area coverage, Bakit magkakaroon ng barangay dyan? Bakit even to have a national or road there when it is owned by just one clan? Example, yung sa Almeda Highway, we have that batas na right of way or something, may legal term for it, na hindi pwedeng makahindi yung pribadong sektor who owns that land, di ba? Kasi gagawin national road, gagawing highway to be used by everyone. But like in one area, ranch yan, bakit magkakaroon ng barangay? And so, imaginein mo na yung area na yun, pribado, tapos mayroon dyan mga nandyan na ibang tao na hindi naman nila binili. It was not bought by this particular businesses, this particular private personas, automatically they are squatters, And squatting happens to be a crime, no? It is a land grabbing and a land crime, no? So, with those logics, why couldn't any agency for that matter, because I am a civilian and private individual, how could it be that there are no responses even in the local scenario or unit about testings? That's why I could imagine, no, a lot of private lands has been conquered, has been dwelled upon by these land grabbers. And too bad that some characters are also from the church, some characters are holding offices in the government, and worst, some of them are lawyers, no, who knows the law. Diba? Napaka-logical naman. Kung iisa lang yung nag-own ng isang area na yan, bakit nyo panghihimasukan? Kahit saan pa man kayong sektor, nandyan. Mali, diba? Imagine niyo rin yung bakuran nyo, pinanghimasukan ng kung sino, pagkatapos basta na lang nag-dwell, basta na lang nakatira dyan, no? Especially if the owner is not there, kahit na nga may bakod, pagkagusto, papasukin, and it's already illegal. So, pinananawagan ko lang po kasi yung mga nasa authority, ako nga yung kainis-inisan ko dyan na statement is that, what do you want me to do with these people? Because there are other people also, I do not know why they are the ones who is so pissed that iinisin ka. Ikaw may problema kasi iniwan mo yung lupa mo. Come on! It's not a reason enough, no, na magland grab ang mga tao. Ibig lang sabihin, mahina yung trust in the law, mahina yung obedience sa batas. Alam mong hindi sa'yo, basta mo panghihimasukan, pangangarapan, yung iba pa sasabihin, kausap namin si God. Are you sure that it's God who told you to go there? Sana nga, no? But technically kasi pag tinignan mo, mali, it's already forcible entry has been committed, trespassing in the area, even if there are no perimeter fences or property fences. Tapos pag naglagay ng struktura, illegal building. Ngayon, if the municipal or the city engineer's office has issued a permit for them, obviously there is something wrong because they are not the owners. Isa pa po yan, ha, hindi lang natin sasabihin na may permiso yung pagka-build ng house or any structures for that matter, na valid na yun. Kung yung building permit ay in-issue to someone na hindi naman niya nabili yung lupa, it was not donated to them, illegal structure pa rin yun. So, madadali din yung ahensya ng gobyerno natin na City Engineer's Office or Municipal Engineer's Office kung naka-issue sila ng permit, kung hindi nga sa kanila yan. Malaking problema. Me guys, if I'm thinking about World War III, paano kaya yan, no? Pabayaan na lang natin, no? But on your part kasi, na may mga alam, hindi lang po yan illegal, guys. No? It is a sin. It is God. Ako talaga, it is God who told me to be talking about it. If I do not, I am the one who's committing a sin of omission. And you could imagine, guys, that it's mind-blowing. That the other day, it was Jesus Christ who reminded me that our Father has told you to write or to create a vlog about everything that you heard or has seen, no, in my vision, like that. So, because of my business also, na may mga kung ano-ano tayo, I thought that I was gonna be migrating for a job in the metro Manila. So, meron tayong mga napabayaan actually sa mga vlogs and sa pagsusulat kasi bunsod na rin ang cellphone ko. Madali siyang nauubos yung battery, konti yung memory. Ang dami-daming factors, guys, na ang hirap kong mabilisang magre-record. Ang hirap kong mabilisang magsulat. Kailangan pa may load. Paano kung wala akong budget? There are times, no? Pero hindi tayo mag-excuse kasi si Jesus Christ naman yung nagsasabi, no? My Father, our Father, has told you to write and vlog everything or record everything that I've seen and that I've heard. So yun guys, yung pangungulit ko, pwede ko namang hindi na lang intindihin, di ba? Yung beauty natin na imbierna, na waste up, na wawalas, kumbaga, na iisipin ko yun, hindi naman ako abogado, but I am part owner, no? So you see guys, kayo-kayo din yan may alam. Alam nyo na wala. Tapos meron pa dyan nagsasabi na wala daw akong lakas para daw kalabanin sila. Things like that. Tingnan nyo guys kung paano yan mag-defend, no? Mag-justify ng mga mali nila. Ang alam ko, isang kagawa dyan na babae, dyan sa Dalipay, Melaor, no? I haven't seen her. Siguro mga baguhan yan. Na talagang gaya-gaya kasi guys, parang they copied the wrong answer. Kasi anyway, wala naman. At kung titingnan nyo guys, no? Sana hindi kayo magalit sa akin, Kapitan Romeo Rodriguez. Isa rin po siya sa manliligaw ko. Pero sa iba siya napunta because I did not really, took serious. Kumbaga, hindi ako naging seryoso doon na pati anak niya, pati asawa niya, that they just declared they are separated, was being, selling him to me. O anyway, barkada ko rin yan si Kap, pero alam ko na with my exposes, baka sabi ko nagagalit na siya, kasi talagang yung mga mali nila yung nakikita ko. At na-expose. O anyway, so yun guys,